Alright, is it working now? How does it keep changing properties? I didn't even fucking update it. Hey, what's up there, Caden? Nice to see you again. Thank you, Milky, for also joining me. Yeah, it is surprising how ungodly fucking busy I have been. It has been asinine. What? And there my cat goes. Ah, shit. And something else on my stream is also outdated. I don't even know what this is. Failed to what? What is this? Oh, BitBoss, that's right. Yeah, for whatever reason, I've been trying to log into my, whatchamacallit? I've been trying to log into my GatherBot, but for some reason, like, I keep trying to go to the dashboard, or, like, I'm trying to find a way to get to the fucking dashboard, and it is not, like, their website is so archaic. It's like you have to have a direct link. Well, actually, I do have a direct link to it. It's somewhere probably in my old bookmarks. Let's see. Yeah, no, I think I deleted my old bookmarks. In fact, I can probably just get rid of this. Oh, wow, I can't get rid of my bookmark toolbars. Yeah, getting rid of all these old fucking bookmarks. Here we go. So then, theoretically, one of these could take me there. Okay, yeah, they do. Okay, well. I can do that later because I don't give a shit. To be fair, no one uses the GatherBot thing anyway, so it's like not even worth it. This PC isn't working any better. You're fucking right about that. I need to actually upgrade this CPU. This 6700K while it was a great CPU like 3, 4, 5 years ago, there has been substantial changes to the CPU market since then. Hey, what's up there, Sour Zombo? I had the one. Oh, congratulations. Oh, your PC isn't good. Well, I mean, we can both, we can probably both subsidize that. But I see, my computer's better than most, but it's still not great. At least for the content I do. Like, I stream. And multi-streaming on a quad-core CPU that turbos to 4 at best. Not good. I need at least to get like a hexa or octuplet core so that I can actually, you know, properly run all the various tasks I have in the background. Because FaceRig itself, I mean, this application right here, super heavy to use. That's a satisfying candle, but I know, it was just like, one solid movement, and you could hear everything coming from it. I have to update Windows again. Honestly, I'm not sure how your mouse driver... I guess I could see how your mouse driver dies, depending on how old your mouse is. I mean, right now, I'm using a... I probably shouldn't be... Actually, no, wait, this isn't even a Red Dragon. This is a UTech Smart Venus Pro RGB mouse. Yeah, I mean, it was like, you know, one of those old, expensive gaming mouse that you could buy, but, like, they're super cheap now because they're, like, 7 years out of date. But because of that, I mean, I still get a decent DPI. It's wireless. It has a wired connectivity to it. I mean, it's great for me. And the battery life on it is actually not too bad either. So, I can't argue too much with it. Oh, I see you play Crossout. I know you do. And the thing is, right now, I'm kind of burnt out on Crossout again. It happens. I swear to God, it happens all the dang time. Like, I play Crossout for X amount of time, and then I come back and it's just like... Because nothing fucking happens in that game. I mean, not to say like it can be good, it's just like, it updates at a snail's pace, and when it updates too, it's just like, ready for our next big update? We have a whopping 3 armor parts, another $80 pack that no one's going to buy, 2 relic weapons that no one will ever use besides high-tier clans and fucking whales, and everything else doesn't fucking matter, because it's basically the same thing, but reskinned. I gotta eat lunch? Hey, by all means, my dude, do it. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, eventually, Windows will remove various things that drivers do rely on. But yeah, like, I mean, the thing is, like, I want to love Crossout, but holy shit, do they make it hard? Especially with, like, the newts, like, I could not give a less two shits about... Yes! Finally, a socket! I've spent millions on this ring to make it a socketed. But back to Crossout. I mean, I love that game and I want to play it. At the same time, though, like, there has to be changes to it at some point. Like, it is a game that has fundamentally stayed the same since its inception, like, 7 years ago. 7 years ago. I'm playing an 8-year-old game right now, but this game, you know, changed at least a bit from its initial inception. Also, what do I need to do right now? I need to figure out, what was I doing? I was going to put a gem in this, that's right. So you... Let's see, which one to put in this? I got a couple of options here. I got a smiting gem. I got the one that increases my primary attack, poison damage. The legendary one's going to be useless. I can't use that one. The critical hits one, not terribly useful. Increased damage up to 10 times, so it's 30% in damage right now. With 60% armor increase. I should play Victoria. I started playing today. I spent like 3 or 4 hours playing it. I started to play kind of later the rest of the day at homework, but I could try it at some point. I noticed there's this one content creator I watch, but he's more like a political commentator, Destiny, and he plays Factorio all the time, and it looks mildly interesting. It's a very heavy management game, so I could see jiving with that. I mean, I've put over 1,000 hours into... Alright, thank you, Caden, for stopping by. I'll see you later, my dude. Take care. But I played over 1,000 hours in RimWorld, and that's a very similar game. At least in the sense that you do a lot of management. Alright, let's see. 2 holy damage and smite on hit too, so I would be spamming that a lot. The thing is, I also like it too, because I love that smiting animation. Each attack you make against an enemy increases the damage from it. Okay. I mean, that could work too with Bane of the Stricken. Both would do fabulously well. Let's just go with this one for now. Not really super into the same games as you, but I stay sub and watch your videos because I want to see you do well and enjoy. Well, thank you, Milk. It was very nice to hear. And say, the thing is with me is that I'd like to consider myself a variety content creator, but the issue is of my situation is that a lot of people sub to me for like either in the old days they subbed to me because of my Elder Scrolls Online content, and then recently people are started subscribing to me due to my crossout content, because my crossout content for whatever reason has taken off. I do not understand it, but apparently player guides are quite needed for a game like this, which is, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But the game itself doesn't have inherently a lot of complexity to it, but I guess it does, I guess, in its depth. Alright, let's go do... I'm going to do some greater rifts here. Ooh. Do I need tier 4 here? Yay! Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? Let's see how it works. Look at that, too. You can see this game just lagging ever so slightly more, due to the fact I'm running face rig in the background and playing this at the exact same time. My computer is sweating. Yeah, I'm not sure. I should probably actually turn up the music in this game too. There you go. Just so it doesn't overlap here. Yoink. Thank you for your souls. Oh yeah, I guess I can go over my build here real soon, just to show you what's going on with these dudes. I like finding games. I don't force you to play this, but I recommend Brawlhalla. It's fun. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I can take a look at it. I think people have recommended to me that before. I'll have to see, though. Fighting games have never been my thing, per se. Like, I remember playing, whatchamacallit. It wasn't Street Fighter. I think it was like a... It was either like Mortal Kombat 2 or 3 in a arcade. I remember playing that a little bit, but I was always bad at it, because all I would do is... I would just spam the buttons. I wouldn't do anything. And so I would be accidentally, like, popping off random crap with no idea of what's going on. It's just like, I'm pressing buttons. And it would take me forever just to get to the end of it. Also, can you perish by any chance? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Near, follow me, my minions. It's not too shabby. What I do need to get is those pylon... Not shrines, but I need to get that one that spawns an elite every time you hit a shrine like that. That would be really freaking good. Perish to me, you minions. There we go. Keep running out of spirit here. Oh, there he is. It's hard for you to see him because there's just so much shit going on. But the boss is right there, one of them. I swear he is. Oh, wait. Is he alive? No, he is. Okay, sweet. So I ain't going insane. It's just hard to say because in my build, I kind of spam minions and I spam a lot of area effects. So hard to see what's going on here. I still don't know how to play Tekken. Yeah, I say those games are incredibly complex. I mean, I like seeing Tekken because way more talented people can make that shit entertaining. But when I try to play it, or at least when I played it historically, I'm just like, oh god, this is too much. I like management games, not like that, though. I did play a little bit of Smash. And learned a little bit about it. But nothing too much. You sit there and play Banjo-Kazooie, because he's bae. Near my minions. This character is doing decently well. She's not getting too bogged down in the Torment 4 dungeons now. I still need to find a good chess piece, though. And maybe... Hard to say, the jewelry's pretty good in terms of its effect. but I'm more than certain I'm probably going to have to change out some of my sets on my body to be a bit more useful. So I'm thinking about using that one class set that gives you a shit ton of Mystic Allies. I feel like that would be fun to try out. I mean, that would most certainly bump up my DPS a crap ton. But I still want to keep my followers too. So if I can get both, that would be amazing. It just depends on what I can be offered. Like, normal fighting games are impossible. Brawlhalla is much easier, and that's why I enjoy it. That's it. If I could see that, that's like one of the better options then. It's that complexity that, for whatever reason, those games like thrive on, and also make them way too niche. Like when every character has like 13 or 14 button combinations that have to be executed within fractions of a second, all have individual counters, like, it's a level of complexity that just does not seem enjoy. It's not like complexity per se. It's just, I guess complexity is the word, but it's a different complexity than, say, like management games. Or while those are complex too, it's in a much slower paced sense. Then I guess you're also just like working towards long-term goals too. I gotta go see it. Well, thank you for stopping by, Milky. It's good to you stop by. And I'll see you next time, my dude. Every time I got me a PSP with Tekken, FIFA, God of War. Was fun. Got bored. Sold the PSP and games for €30 and spent it on stuff. Oof. I'll say the only thing I had with my PSP was, I remember having like a variety of content to watch on it. Like they had like a lot of those little like TV series and whatever that you could buy on the PSP. So like I would watch this is how old I was watching Viva La Bam, which I'm not sure if you guys remember that, but that was it's like a similar vein to Jackass, because the people who, you know, were on that TV series were into antics all the time and pissed off a bunch of people. But a completely different crowd. And you just followed around with Bam Margera's, just did shit around his house, pissed off people, had castles over, painted the whole kitchen someone's favorite color to piss them off. I mean, good ROMs. And then, what was the other disc I had there too? It's like Lara Croft's Tomb Raider. It was like the first one too. And then beyond that, it was the Ratchet and Clank game. I can't remember its name though off the top of my head. One for the PSP. I'll just search it up after this. But that one I played a bunch too. And that was like one of the few games where I was just like, ooh, I must have this PSP for this one exclusive purpose. Because that was like the one thing I wanted from it. Same thing with the Xbox 360. The one thing I wanted from the Xbox 360 was the Banjo-Kazooie game, Nuts and Bolts. For as much shit as that game got, probably because it wasn't historically like the other ones, I still actually found it to be like a strangely good game. The one time I'm going to be like a super contrarian about the whole thing. People gave it shit, but I thought that game was the bomb. But I guess it's kind of like the precursor to Crossout in a way. Had very similar features with their crafting and building. Except you didn't like craft the individual parts, you just kind of found them and earned them. It was a good game. I liked it a lot. Probably helped out in the open world aspect more. But other than that, it was still like, I love that. I'm back. Why did you stop streaming for a while? I mean, I just got really freaking busy, man. I just got real fucking busy. That and like I was dealing with family shit for a hot second too, so like that tied up my hands and required my attention quite consistently. I mean, I had like periods of time in which I could have, but like I've only been able to do it for like an hour at a time, or it just seemed like not like the best thing to do. So I was just like, fuck it. I mean, I've taken breaks before, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll take a little bit of a break. See how it turns out. I'm not sure how long this little continuum will go on for, but we'll see. We'll see. There we go. Upgrade to the gym, baby. And tier 4 is actually doing pretty good. I probably could go up to tier 5 now. But I think tier 4 works just fine. Gadala. Anything good here? Another chess piece. Alright, let me see if that chess piece is any better than the one I currently have. 8.6. 8.4, so slightly less damage, but everything else sucks on it. Dexterity, reduce elements. Vitality and dexterity, Cyclone Strike versus Dashing Strike. So both of those are still crap to me. Yeah, I think I'll take this one. And of course, I got one of these blocking swords. And don't need Zap. Although that is ancient. That could be useful because I'm actually not even sure. I used one of these gems. Let's see, he doesn't have it, but yeah, he has one of these gems in which it gives him a damage bonus based on the amount of legendaries he has in his inventory, which right now he has 4. So theoretically, he's getting around 400% extra damage with all of this. I just don't know if that's happening. Yeah, because as you can see, when I take out that ring, his damage stat, which I'm not sure if you can see. No, you can see him. Yeah, his damage stat doesn't change at all. So it seems to be the same. Which is weird because it says it's activated. Let me see. If I throw in a dexterity ring instead. Is you doing another crossout stream soon? Maybe, my dude. Maybe. It's just debatable. On my, like, interest level with the game at the time. Alright, so, actually, you know what? Let me do this with no gems. And see what the damage stat is. And see if it's affected by the gem. So, the gem is still at 4, 5, 7, 19. Throw this in there. And yep, but it throws it up. Weird! Okay, so it looks like legendary gems don't do shit. Well, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. You would think legendary gems would do the trick, but apparently not. Alright, let me take that too. Might as well remove that then. Because no need to have all of these redundant pieces here. So that means I can go ahead and throw on another red gem for you, and that will bump up your damage as well. Yeah, so his damage is high as shit. This is 170,000. I gotta go now, sadly, but alright, thank you for stopping by, Han. I'll see you next time. Pleasure seeing you, boom. But yeah, no, for whatever reason, it appears that these legendary gems do not affect the stats. Weird. But, alright, whatever. If that's what they want to do. Honestly, to be fair, I guess it kind of makes sense. Because otherwise, your followers could be absurdly powerful. Like, imagine Templar. I don't know, hard to say. I mean, there's a lot of good gems in here, though, that could be useful. Like, if every single one of the followers could be outfitted with one of these Legacy of Dreams ones. Which, right there alone, if they got up to level 99, that would be, like, nearly thousands of % extra damage for them. And then what else could you do to bump that up even further? Hard to say, a lot of these would be good. A lot of these would be good. The bleed one would be excellent. We don't really need any of the healing ones because you can get a trinket that prevents your followers from dying. So yeah, give your followers like an each maxed out version of Legacy of Dreams. Give them a version of... Oh, there's so many good things. So many good things you could get for them. I know there's like other like various weapons that could be interesting too. Like I'm trying to remember. There's like this thing. Ah, it's only when you kill an enemy. Darn then. I was thinking there was a pair of pants that gives you like a 10,000% of your life per second as an AoE around you. So then just like plopping that on there too. I'm not gonna say what stuff if you're gonna be added, but buttload of stuff for sure. Everything's gotta be added. I don't know. Crossout, they just need to update their shiz. They on that old way for a long time. Alright. How much would it cost to get 48 of these? 9 million gold. Wow, that is expensive. Let's see, if I made 9 of these, that means I make 3 of the next, and then 3 of the next after that, or 1 of that. So I need to have, if I want 4 of them, I'm going to need 4 times 9, which is 56. So I need 56 flawless emeralds here, which I do have 59 of. Actually, no, I wouldn't have 5 of that, because I gotta have, I have 3 times the amount of these. Shit. These stats, man. Shucks. Why not? I'll just do these 4 right now. That'll bump up my DPS slightly. Boop. 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 And boop. And honestly... Ooh. You know what would be cool? That'd be kind of cool to see. If whether or not I could put 2 gems of ease into my weapons. I'm going to be fair, though. My EXP I need per level right now is 6 billion. This only offers me 1,700. Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2? I don't even know if you mentioned that. No, I don't see it. I don't see any mentions of them. Weird. It happens sometimes. Sometimes messages in YouTube can be held back. I wonder if that's a thing that's happening. No? Okay. Because I know on like most defaults it has you like pull back offending messages at the base. Alright, yeah. So let me get rid of this gem then. Great gem for leveling, but completely unnecessary at this point. It does zilch for me. So critical hit damage, that's good. Why not just straight up damage? Oh, wow. So actually, you know what? That 6% damage on my weapon, I should just make that a slot. Okay, 10% damage is pretty good. Reduces cooldown, so that's just straight up 10% damage. Thanks to one of my body sets. Alright, that could work too. Let's see, what else could I change here? I'll say, the gear I have on right now is, like, as good as it can be. Without just completely changing my setup. Of course, I can get, like, primal ancient variants of everything, which would increase the damage of it slightly, but I'm not sure if it would do a significant amount. If you guys play Left 4 Dead 2, there's going to be a big-ass update on September 24th. Interesting. Isn't that game, like, super ancient? Left 4 Dead 2 release date. That came out in 2009. Wow. So they're still updating it after 11 years. That's amazing. That's impressive. Well, this game's 8 years old. And you can tell it too, because if you look on the character models, yeah, the character models here are very low resolution and very low polygon. Especially now, considering that I'm watching this on a 8 or 4K monitor that is 28 inches. So like I can see everything. But one second, I need to use the restroom. So 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, goodness me, what's going on here? Hey, what's up, the Killboy? Like Diablo 2, what's up? It is basically Diablo 2, except like Diablo 3. In fact, I think most Diablo 2 fanatics will say that Diablo 3 is much more akin to things like World of Warcraft and the Warcraft series, the RTS series, more than Diablo 2. But I don't know, hard to say. Diablo 4 is going more in the direction of Diablo 2, but at the same time, the game itself, man, does it look washed out. They went with a dull color palette. Hey, don't spam chat too much. I don't want this chat just to become like, ooh, ah, ooh. Oh, dual whirlwind doggo build? I'm not sure a dual world can be a dog build, but give it a try, I suppose. I'm more of the cannon type and cross up. Yeah, you can't really do anything with explosive weapons and a dog build, because the thing is that shooting a whirlwind close to your car, 1, doesn't work, and 2, damages you. Like, what Blizzard do now? The most recent controversy Blizzard did, I mean, besides, like, there was that Blitzchung incident recently where, I guess not really recently, it was like in July or January, in which they punished a Hearthstone person because the person advocated for the liberation of Hong Kong, and since Blizzard does a lot of business out in China, I mean like a fuck ton of business out in China, that was a big no-no. So let me take a look. What was the other one? There was one where they released, like they announced a Diablo game, and people were thinking it was going to be Diablo 4, but instead they announced like a fucking mobile game for Diablo. Do you like the medium? It's a good sniper. It's an alright weapon. I'm not a too big fan of it. It's a very slow-paced weapon. But I mean, it's alright if you like it. It's not like the worst thing. I know it's like not a very in-meta weapon right now. Alright. Let's see. Anything else I need with these characters? I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. Alright, Caden, take care. Hey, you don't need to announce it every time you go, my dude, if you're just gonna pop back and chat 5 minutes later. I did play Hearthstone for a second, but the card game aspect of it was kind of, 1, too slow for me, and 3, a lot of luck involved with it, too. A lot of luck with it. I know a game like that is like chances and manipulating small chances. It's just like, eh. I'd rather have a more like direct means of control. I like the odds being in my favor. But it's an alright game to look at and see people's strategies. But just already. Oh yeah, I completely forgot to... Oh, to be fair, I'm not even in the right freaking portal. I was supposed to do a... Supposed to be doing a Greater Rift. The card game Pokemon? Yeah, I mean, you can do the card game if you want. I ain't gonna stop you there. I'm gonna watch Among Us. And I'll say, a lot of people have been playing that Among Us. Now that game has been popularized, holy shit. Oh, there's so many people playing that game right now. Like, my feed from all my gaming channels I'm subscribed to on YouTube right now, it's literally just Among Us, Among Us, Among Us, Among Us. And then you have, like, the tech channels chime in. It's just like, oh, here's a brand new 3000, or GTX 3080, or what the fuck ever. It's just like, I don't fucking care, because I just bought a 1080 for $300, like, 2 years ago. I ain't selling it. I actually wonder... What is the price of 1080s on eBay right now? Because I wonder if I resold that, how much would I get? eBay.com GTX 1080. Wow, are these motherfuckers seriously charging $300 for it still? Okay, these are the 1080 variants. But like, okay, buy it now. Wow, are these people on just crack? Like, look at this shit. Look at this. This thing is still $300. This one right here, 1080, $350 with shipping. Literally a... Oh my god. Who the fuck would pay $300 for this shit? Oh my god. What McD now? This is stupid. Literally in the time that I've purchased my 1080, it has gone down maybe $50. And in that time, 2 generations of cards have been announced / released. Wow. Wow. That's amazingly overpriced. That is amazingly overpriced. Because I guarantee you now, with that $300, you could buy a series into the 3000 series. You could buy like a, I don't know, maybe 360, 370 with that shit, with $350. Like, what was even the price of the 3000 series? Prices of 3000 series NVIDIA. Let me take a look here. NVIDIA.com. What do you got for me? But yes, I just want to know the prices here, Pumpkin. I don't give a shit about your specs. Well, I do, but what's the price of it? Ah, here we go. So, okay. It's a bit more expensive because to jump from the 1080 to the 380, you double in price, essentially. I'm gonna watch the PlayStation stream? Probably not. I'm just gonna look at whatchamacallit. Kind of like a higher reel of it. Because I know a lot of it's just gonna be like sitting for advertisements, meaningless platitudes, them restating their objectives for the year, or some vague company bullshit that I could not give a shit less about. There are very few events in which I actually care about. Also, why is my face rig so ungodly laggy right now? You have CPU cores to utilize. I think. I don't know. How decked out is my CPU right now? It's only 50%. Let's see if I can make that 100%. Or is it my GPU that's dying? No, my GPU's at 70% right now. My CPU's at 50%. Maybe I do need to upgrade my GPU. Especially considering they had like a bunch of weird like miscellaneous features for content creators and streamers. I mean, they were really heavily advertising like their NVIDIA voice features, in which you could remove like background noise, and you could automatically have your character or yourself be extracted from your background without the need of a green screen, which I thought would be really cool. I'll have to try that at some point. I mean, I do have a camera, but I don't want to like actually show my face. But like that would be a cool feature to try. All right. Yep. Okay. My GPU is getting hit with that fucking 100%. Very explicit that I'm more of a Nintendo and Xbox fan. Honestly, I haven't played any console in a hot second. Ever since I got a computer, it's just like, there's no need. Like, why waste my money on like a brand new $500 console? Especially considering for like somebody who's like a slightly environmentally conscious, the idea of like buying a completely new motherboard, hard drive, CPU, GPU, like a full kit and caboodle, like every couple of years, just seems absurd to me. Like, I'm using the same PC case that I got like 8 years ago. Like, I've had this thing for a long ass time. Can't really quite do that on Xbox or PS4. What small thing you have to consider? Also, where are the other? There are you, little Eskimo fucks. Get over here. I say my game is not enjoying this. I might have to reduce the resolution of this game. No, don't let me die. I might have to reduce this down to like 2K or 1440p. Because while playing this game at 4K is quite nice, it is killing my GPU. PlayStation is the Apple of consoles. Maybe. It just depends, like, what's the repair policy. I mean, to be fair, consoles are way more like a mobile product than any sort of, like, PC product. Because PC, I mean, it's hard to even compare the two because they're so vastly different in many ways. Like, the fact that a console is so closed system, oh, I can't really turn it down. The resolution, because it's full screened. And if I do that, I still can't even... Huh. Now how would I change this? I could only change the resolution while in full screen. Wow, that is an archaic ass system. Alright, whatever. I'll just turn down the multi-sampling then. And let's see if that helps. Let me take a look here. I should probably pull up my handy-dandy performance tool here. And will you show this thing getting absolutely butt-slammed in 2 seconds? There we go. Oh, big tubby boys, what's up? Do you feel the fear of the lightning? The smiting of the unholy? Feel it? Just sitting there biting their ankles and they can't stop me. Meow. Beautiful. All done, Zone. Okay, yeah, this seems way more smooth now. Because now we're looking more at the 60 to 70% GPU utilization range. This is where the 1080 can really shine. Now that my monitor is capped at 60 FPS. I'll probably let this thing go all the way up to like 100 FPS if I wanted to. But I do not have a gaming monitor for that. I'm more of a visual person. Meow. There we go. Beautiful. I need that necklace to proc more often. Because it seems like it has a huge internal cooldown right now. Because right now what my necklace does is that it kind of pulls them all in. Depending on the attack. But it seems to be very stingy in which it does that. Meow. There we go. We'll just let my pets handle the rest of them. Ah, beautiful. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bobs. Actually, wait. Ah, I didn't even see you over here. And oh, GPU still only getting up to the 60 range. Weird, so that just turning down the multi-sampling by half reduced the GPU utilization by like 20-30%. That's impressive. To be fair, though, I should expect a game like this to be heavily optimized. I mean, this thing's got 8 years in the oven. Now, the Diablo 4 game, though, holy shit, when that thing comes out, my computer is going to be dying. I'm not even going to be surprised when the shit show that will be. They're going to have real-time ray tracing out in the water reflections to reduce my FPS by 300%. I could see that. Oh no. And all the arcane, too cute. Can we have you perish? There you go. Thank you, Blumpkin. It would be interesting to see him. I just watched like Linus's video on the RTX 3080, and it seems like mostly good for the most part, but they always keep comparing it to like the previous generation. I feel like I need a wider expanse. It's like, is this still like historically a good idea, or is it still like absurdly overpriced? Because he had that old video where he's looking at like old GPU prices where like the top end GPU would be somewhere in like the $200 range. It's just, wow. That would have been nice. Like the 3,900 in that range would be amazing. But nah. It's like $400 won't even give you like a high-end the graphics card. Gotta fucking pay $600, $700 for a single component. That's amazing. Because when I made my first computer, I spent $700 on the whole system. And $700 wouldn't even get you some of NVIDIA's parts. And it's like they even talking about like their enterprise shenanigans. Enterprise shenanigans is ridiculous. I do not get how people can buy enterprise stuff. And I understand, you know, top of the top, upper echelon. Like if you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, I can understand that. But like even then, do like individual employees really need like a graphics card able to output to 7 4K 300 hertz monitors and has 700 gigabytes worth of video memory? It doesn't seem like something like many applications could even remotely call for. Seeing $10,000 CPUs, holy shit. It's insane. Oh, actually, it's funny now that the Threadripper series has come out, getting actually those high core counts is actually pretty freaking easy. I knew when AMD first came out with those Threadripper CPUs, I actually really wanted one. Even though I had, like, no... I mean, I guess I do have a use case for it, but, like, it is such a limited capacity. Of course, streaming, big thing for me. I think Ryzen 2 would probably be the best option, since I know they have, like, great, like, on-the-core encoding settings that are super useful. I'll have to see. Goddamn it, another chess piece. And I guarantee you it's going to be the same one I just have. Alright, I'm going to need to bump this up to like 5,000 or 6,000 now. Oof, yeah, look at that. I couldn't even get that one. So I definitely need to pump this up. Yeah, oh, that's right. I always keep thinking my number 1 is going to be the horse that teleports me, but yep. No, I'm not a monk. I did not have that here. Alright. 4% chance to spawn a Nephilim Glory Globe when you blind an enemy. It's not really useful. Lashing Kalewick, Tempest Wind. I don't care. Don't use those at all. You know, honestly, getting this up higher might be better too. Because if you don't know, right now, I have like 3 sets activated. So this one increases my damage depending on your cooldown reduction, which is what I'm stacking on a lot of these. And I have another set here that summons my allies, which are the Templar, the Scoundrel, and the Enchantress. Each one of those all have like a passive AoE buff, plus do damage, plus I give them various weapons that are decent. And then I have this one here, which just gives me movement speed and life per second, which is, you know, survival one. Better than just, like, leaving it empty. So I need to get a better gem in my helmet then, because if I can get one... Ooh! And then I could throw this up to make a flawless one. The flawless one being of the highest quality. If it only increases it by like another 1%. But alright, 1% is 1%. And I can use that forever. So that's decent. Let's try that then. So then it gives me an extra percent there. You know, I could use this lovely dovely cube thing on it. But I don't want to use it on a sword that isn't going to be... Like, I want to use it on, like, a primal one. Unless I get, like, a second one of those, then I have some wiggle room to work with here. I don't know, what other bolty pieces here can they work with? That's intelligence, resistance, strength, and dexterity. So I could theoretically get more dexterity gear. Okay. And still no good chest armor. Do I have enough Dragon's Breath, though? No, I only have 42 of those. I'm going to use 25 for each upgrade, so fuck that. So let's see if we can do a 5,000 Rift here. Yeah, we're actually... Nah, I shouldn't say we're getting into the territory of my Templar. My Templar can absolutely clobber through 5Ks, or Torment 5 dungeons. And mine will have a struggle doing this. So it won't be terribly good here. I love how these things are just constantly getting yoinked back and forth. Because my Templar has that exact same ring that pulls people in. So it's just constantly yoinking, 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 yoinking. Ice. Alright, so right now we're on parity. The issue is here is like there's nothing spawning. Oh yeah, I'll jump in, boys. Oh yeah, that's good. That's solid. Oh no. Okay, be good. I think actually what I could do too, I need to change out my mouse 1 ability. My mouse 1 ability, while being good, it's not really necessary anymore because I don't really need a spirit generator. Because I passively generate a shit ton already. So I just need to like put on a different one here that's really good. I'm not sure what. Should I just put like Breath of now? That'd be way too much survivability. I need more like heavy damage. Maybe some speed ones would be good. Hard to say if I need a speed one though, because the thing is my abilities that I use right now already encourage a shiitake time. Oh wait, no, there's you. I was wondering what the ores were from. There we go. Perish. Communist. Oh yeah, that's nice. Beautiful. I can't tell if he's still here though, because it doesn't really show any indicators. It's just like, yeah, there might be a dude here. Meow. Follow me, peasants. Ah, yeah, that's a good chunk right there. Maybe Cyclone might be a good one. Because then what I could do with that, if I have Cyclone, I could get rid of my necklace and throw on something else better. I'm not sure what, though. Meow. There we go. And if I get some more regeneration here, I could flop in some extra speed. Might be a good thing for me to try at some point. Here's a couple of passives. Ooh, you know, I could get that necklace with a passive. But God, that would be expensive to try that. And there's like 30 passives. So excluding redundant chances, it'd be very rare for me to even get that. Yoink. Perish. Ah, beautiful. They just keep tossing me everything. What, is this a good item here? A primal ancient? That's amazing. That's a good one, too. Intelligence, vitality, life per hit. And critical damage, too. It's alright. But like the good one for this one is that you get all the skills while getting a decent bit of survivability. I mean, that's a good one too, because the Enchantress's skills are pretty good. A lot of them are just like hard CCs. And of course, we get the blue little fucking bug here that is just going to be constantly avoiding us. Adorable. Well, straight up avoid that then. Because I'll be fighting that for ages. I mean, they can try fighting us. Just keep coming along here, little bugs. There we go. And that follower spam too. Oh, beautiful. Throw in that mantra too. We're doing alright so far. We're mostly just relying on spamming minion death. Seems to work though. Yoink. Ah, beautiful. I will say though, this character though is way more durable than my Crusader. The Serenity plus the fact that I get a bunch of health every time I spend Spirit just means this character is just constantly healing. I'm thinking about potentially though using the... Ooh. The thing is, using a two-handed on this character, using that like corrupted Ashbringer, would give me a shit ton of holy damage. But at the same time too, I'd be losing that 30% dodge and gaining 15% cooldown reduction. So it would be a loss of survivability, but an extra 15% just straight up DPS. It could work. But at the same time too, I love dual wielding these two swords because both of these swords have the ability to spawn. Like spawn minions per se. So with them, like I get the... It's not the one I'm chained to. I get a ghost, that angel, and then a ghost. I can constantly spam those. With the two-hander, I'd just be getting those occasional skeletons. Oh, hey there, big boy. Suck. I could see it, though. The issue is that two-hander, though. I fucking love that thing. It's such a good sword. And I love using it on the Crusader, because with the Crusader, you can get a two-handed sword, and you can get a shield at the exact same time. So you can get a lot of good stuff with that. Downside, you attack so slowly. But it's also pretty good too, because it actually increases... Doesn't it give you, like, extra holy damage when you start attacking with it? So you actually pair it with the holy skill that heals you per holy damage. It's actually not that bad of a skill. The issue, I think, with that Crusader build, though, is that the majority of the damage comes through the phalanxings that I have. There are a few phalanxes that actually increase their damage and increase their numbers. This is like that Akarat champion one. But it's not super high yet. Okay. We're doing alright so far. I mean, we're only about half our time's up and we're well ahead. So it isn't the worst build yet. At least I can do things. But damn. It's just putting on a class set so tempting. Just throw on a class set. Do 3,000 more damage. Amazing. I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. I just know I must hurt. My god. All of that damage absorption. Hurt me, you heretics. Can't even break through that shield. Beautiful. Nice, okay. It's not too shabby. Yes, speed! Oh, I fucking love this. It's a obnoxious little thing. Imagine this with the speed passive and the speed version of Tempest Rush. Holy shit. I'd be flying in this map right now. Meow. Oh, I just love that. It's just constantly smiting. Smite. Smite, come on. Don't you feel the lightning? Oh, yeah. And that free healing. Yoink, yoink. And it's not the worst. I gotta stop using the mantras. Oof, and the speed's gone. Oh, completely wrong space. Whoops, 1 second. Gotta let that my yeek rip his fat bars. Hey, free helm. Let's see if it works. Nice. These streets like a sheets in a rap game with no cheat sheets. I need you got a sweet tooth. My eat gave her that sweet meat. That meat gave her that nut treat. I know too much of the lyrics. Things that you're ugly. Oh, gave us shitty ones. It gets hot like the desert. Let's get a new chest. Don't need those. So no good chest here. Other thing is I can't do anything with these. Oh, there's a two-handed weapon. So I can get the chest, the head, the waist. That gives me 3. Chest, head, feet. I'm trying to think what else could I get here. So I need 5, and I got 3 that at least I can use. I wouldn't be able to use the follower set though, to be honest. God damn. Todd Howard. So fucking stupid. Oh god. Alright, let's try saving this. Alright, let me take these. Thank you, Todd Howard, for ripping those fat bars. Your contribution to science is well appreciated. What's up there, Ghost? That Dawn. Alright. So we got these 3 here. Get rid of these things. Let's see. I'm gonna need the feet version of the Ashara's Grace. So boots, Ashara's. So I'm gonna need that. Schwink. Goosh. And then, so let's see. I plop these things on. So I get to keep my pets. The issue is then these 2 are like basically useless. Okay. Level 2 watching. Yeah, it happens, my dude. I mean, I'm not playing Crossout. If I was playing Crossout, I'd maybe have 10 to 5 people in here. Not to mention I've been away for a hot second, so it's gonna happen. I mean, I don't expect to pull like those doc numbers. Like you just sit there and play Warzone and fucking get 60,000 people left, right, and center. Hot damn. God, I can't even imagine what that dude's even making these days. Alright, so we got all of those. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. So that means I no longer need this mantra here. This mantra is useless now. Because I could take this off and I technically get all of the mantras right there. So what else could I do there? Could I just like throw in Epiphany? Spirit regeneration. Heal your... What does it say? Causing your abilities to heal yourself and allies. Okay. Charge yourself with lightning, causing your next attack after moving 10 yards to stun enemies. Or reduce damage taken. I guess I'll just try the flame one. And this one I could just straight up take out. I don't need anything else here. Oof, that's a lot. I love how I can't put Inner Sanctuary here either. Cool. The explosion. Okay. Hard to say. All of these are pretty decent. I could just throw out the 7 strike thing, but I also don't want to incur too much of a loss here. I know there's one in here that just increases your damage here. Yeah, so this one just increases your damage straight up, right? So now, I have all the mantras active at the exact same time. And what was the other one here I had? What was the other thing do again? Increases the passive buff of your mantra by 100%. So what's the passive buff of the mantras here? So this one, passive. So instead of 8%, it's 16. I get 20,000 and a bunch of health. Your weapon damage is holy. So just deal damage to people as they attack me. Okay. And then extra resistance. Okay. And then I'm curious if my allies are affected by my mantras, but it doesn't really tell me. I would like to know if that's the case. And I know there's a mantra buff here too. Determination, relentless assault, generator, spirit generator. No, it's just this one up here. And unity is pretty good here, because it increases damage, which is always nice to see. Z is the initiative. Okay. But now, theoretically, all of these are going. Now I just need to find a good belt and bracers. Your spirit generators, I don't have any of those. Can't really use that. I almost want to use this just because of how absurd it is. Picking up a health globe makes you explode. Okay. I throw a dagger every attack. Wow, I attack a lot, so that would be a lot of daggers. And if I had this globe thing too, that actually would be pretty dang sick too. So I guess I can just try to use the belt. But then I need one more other thing for bracers. Do we have any good bracers here? What we got here? Each stun enemy reduces your damage taken. Okay. Picking up gold grants experience. Well, I don't really need that, considering how little experience that would actually contribute. I mean, the thing is that now the bracers here are really going to help. Yeah, none of them are really going to help at this point. And then just plop these out. And then get another one here. Just one more gem. Beautiful. So the reduction in cooldown now is not going to be quite as useful here, considering that it's going to provide me 0 damage bonus. So this is in a part set. Half set. So let's try this. Also, let me quickly change out the styling, because, oh my god, is it ugly. We need something more warrior-like here. Actually, the bird thing does look pretty sick. Shoink, and then is the helmet. And those bracers can go too. Alright, gooch. And then the dime. And same thing there. There we go. Okay. So let's see whether or not this will work out. Because now we got this ridiculous set. Actually, I guess let me take a look at the stats we just equipped here. The life per second is probably going to be egregiously overkill. So I'd rather have something else here. Oh, wow, my vitality is super low. Holy shit. I have 800,000 HP. That is barely anything. That is... Ooh, spirit regeneration. 3 a second. If that's the case... I'm tempted. Because that means I could probably swap out this for something else. I'll just see how that turns out. And then enchant what we got here. Cyclone damage, probably I can change that out. Mystic Ally or Life, either one of those works wonderful. So I can take that. Wave 100 Fist, what else you got here? Crippling Wave, Vitality, that would work. There we go, that's good. Lashing Tail Kick, I don't give a shit about that. Give me that movement speed. Gooch. Holy Skills are alright. Can anything else there? Critical hit chance, that would be great. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. Alright, so that's decent better there. So all those stats there, I can use way better. And the gem should do much better too. So let's give this a test on tier 2. I'm vaguely recolicious. Yeah, okay, my spirit generation is absolutely bonkers in this epiphany state. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh shit, did I put on a greater rift? I think I did. I did not meet it. Oh god. No wonder why this seemed really hard. I was like, there's no way this should be this hard for a tier 2. My DPS did not diminish that much. Alright, I think my Mystic Ally can even go. Because that one can now probably could be a fire one. Which would give me an extra 10% DPS. Yeah, because my spirit generation right now is fucking whack. That could also just be because I have that spirit generator there. I mean, the issue is I have like 17 different things here that all generate spirit now. I got a nice passive large AoE buff healed to everyone else too now. Oh, and that ring is just putting out work. And you just see those daggers go out every 2 seconds. I love that. Just kind of weird, quirky sets like that too are kind of cool. And those sets can work. Like if you wanted just to have like a weird build where you just use like all the sets that have like really unbeneficial but potentially high damaging sets, and then you just throw it on with that one gem that increases all of your damage based on the amount of ancients and legendaries you have, I could see that working. Is the Epiphany? I say, I am also just ungodly beefy too. That's so good. I can nearly just keep this Epiphany up at 24/7. If I didn't have like 4 or 5 other abilities that were also on cooldown. So then I throw on the extra damage absorption. Epiphany's back up. So there is a bit of spirit generation issue here. Not too much though. I guess it also helps that it just have that little globe thing that just gives me a shit ton of spirit generation too. It's not the worst. I said the full version of the set would still give you the best. Hey, beautiful. Hello, God, oh wow, we are way far away. Now. Yeah, so the 25% speed bonus might be better. Let's see. Where the fuck is everybody? There's a whole channeling pylon and 0 people here. Oh, yeah. So fucking good. And see, spear generation's still pretty solid. Hey, everyone, to come out here, please. Ah, so good. I think the lightning storm won. As if I actually do more lightning here, I might need to get that one necklace that just constantly stuns him based on lightning damage. Because if I had this gem and I have this Tempest Rush going at all times, I mean, the chance to stun would be really high. And so unless they were immune to it, I could basically just stun lock all these people to death. Oh, yeah. Zilch damage. I think my clearance time's still a bit lower. Oh, casual clan. For a second I thought they were going to do runs for us. Getting me excited there for a second. Alright. Cheeky fucker all the way back there. Ain't gonna stop this though. This you can run through passively. Take him out. I actually might want to change up my Tasker and Theo for something else, because I'm not quite sure if it's doing that much help for me. Oh yeah, that lightning. That's solid. Beautiful. Why it has to be so good is beyond me. I think the mantras too, which each one of my allies being affected by it. Hopefully it affects all of my allies that you can spawn with. So I'm curious in that regard if my Templar, Scoundrel, and the Enchantress all get the effect from that too. So like all of them just passively became way more resilient to damage. I mean, that Retribution thing alone might be really good. Take him down. I just love that little chained goblin one. Because all he does is just overhead attack, overhead attack, overhead attack. He's just sitting there clobbering everything. Near. Ooh, and that dagger one too, it actually does a decent chunk of damage. Nearly 1 million every hit. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You didn't sign up for your daily beating. Oh, beautiful. Dude, straight on fire like Kenosha. Ooh, yes, please. Oh, yeah. Straight up melting them. Follow along here, my pretties. Oh. And that smite thing's gotta hurt like crazy now. Get hit by that. Yoink. Yeah, see, that one I could appreciate. I hate floors that extend for way too fucking long. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay. I accidentally just hit the sensitivity. I was like, everything's fucking up. See, one of the few games in which you could actually probably realistically play this with one hand. Because I have all my buttons bound to my thumb key right here. So legitimately the only one I don't have access to is my potion. Which, to be honest, I haven't had a need for that in a hot second. Unless you get, like, fucked up inside a arcane wall, you're pretty solid. Oh, yeah. Not too shabby. I'd have to bump you up. Yeah, see, even with... it's a bit excessive. I could easily swap this out for a different Mystic ally. Maybe a different Tempest Rush too. The issue of the Tempest Rush right now, though, is just so good because it has that, like, 500% damage. And it only reduces the cost by 5 too, so it's not too high. There we go. So maybe the Mystic ally can go. No, no, no. Feel free to perish. I'd say that damage absorption too is just so good. Yeah, not my fastest run, but a pretty good considering that I forgot I was did me to do it. Oh, failed an 80% chance to fucking bite me. The issue is I don't want to waste it on those because they'll just fucking chew it up. No idea. Jump into the efficacious toxin or efficacious, I have no idea. Gem of the Stricken. Might as well level that one up, because that one I think might genuinely work. That's right. Do I still have Discord going? I do. That's right, because I disabled streamer mode. Yeah, for whatever reason, Discord has like a super hard time discerning whether or not you're actually having OBS open. Like on my laptop, I never have OBS open. And for whatever reason, it keeps it in permanent streamer mode. I ain't hustling that fucking hard. Hustling with my hotspot internet. I mean, you could try it. It'd just be one of the shitty. It'd be even shittier than this. Alright, so we can change one of these out. So what my set does, I believe it doubles the effect of... Doubles the passive effect of Mystic Ally. So it gives me 8 spirit generation a second. Life per second by 10,000. Life by 20, damage by 10. So by throwing out the fire one, you can see that now I have a decent chunk of issue here. Oh yeah, then it spawns into a bunch of mini fires. Adorable, I love them. Huh, okay. It's a bit more expensive. Okay. Do that. Ooh, an extra 3. No, I don't quite need that. Also sears enemy for a bunch of damage. Alright, so let's see if I can actually keep my spirit up with this much. That I want to see whether or not I can. It's just a fine balancing act. Holy shit, okay. Damage is a bit higher here. Damage is just slightly higher than usual. The lightning thing, though, fabulous. Because I'm like a triple conduit now. My Tempest Rush shocks people, my Gem shocks people. Fucking conduit, too. Look at the radius on that thing, too. Hot damn. And look at that. That's just going to give me a lot of stuff. Near. Oh, that is so good. And if I get too low on spirit generation, what I can do is that I can just stop spamming my Mystic Ally. Shit, I gotta stop doing that. I'm in the habit of spamming it whenever I'm low on spirit. But I don't need to here. But now I can. Fuck it. No. Oh, that is so good. That lightning one is just so much better than that little inky-dinky healing one. So it's really hard to tell, though, because this is a Torment 2 one, and this is significantly easier. Well, and for some of these... Here we go. So good. And the healing orbs kind of help out too. Maybe I should get the one that makes the healing orbs explode. Hard to say though, that would be useless for boss fights. I need generation. Oh, yeah. I have to be a bit more conservative with it, but it's not, like, the worst. As long as I can keep it up, like, 24/7, we're solid here. And that cooldown reduction is helping out. That's pretty dang good. I think I'll take this over the last set. I think we'll just store that set away for a hot second. Oh yes, they're just spoiling me with conduits today. Thank you, Booze. I need to get that pylon bracer too, the one that makes it last twice as long. Beautiful. Alright, so we can definitely move up from tier 2 now. I could probably do passively Torment 4. I don't know why I keep using Torment tier and all these other terms interchangeably. So apologies if I'm like confusing the fuck out of all y'all. Excuse me, need sweeping winds available. There we go. And we get tier 3, there we go. And then a bit more healing. Beautiful. Now fuck you, use it now. Ah. Oh. It's like we have everything going on. Just blows up the whole map. Fuck your mortar shells, ain't doing shit to me. Maybe if I move Epiphany to like the tier 2 slot, I might get priority on the ring then and Pock more often. There you go, Doom music for the demons. Fuck yes. Not the worst. I definitely couldn't do a tier 10 with this. But damn, we getting close. To be fair, the only character ever actually gotten up to like the tier 10 version was my sorcerer, in which I used the like that one gem that gave you all that extra damage. That person could do so much. It was ridiculous. They were just absurdly more powerful than all the other characters combined. I didn't even play it that much either. Gracias. Okay, the one thing I get is a repeat. Whoop. So get rid of that, and fuck it. Let's see, is it an ancient at least? Are you gonna give me the good goods, or you gonna fuck me? Da-da-da, and... It's a really bad one too. That was barbarian gear too. Don't need y'all. So let's throw you all in here for now. Alright, so not the worst. Not the worst set. We still need to find a good belt and bracer. I think we'd be solid. Bracer's probably going to be priority. Hey, ooh, even better. Look at that one. Spawn enemy champions. That's what we need. Because that'll actually like really help with our times in dungeons. And then we could change this out for anything. The critical hit chance probably would be better. Armor even. Actually, we'll do physical skills since we have a lot of those. Yeah, critical hit chance, that works just for me. What even is our hit chance on that? 27%. Alright, it's not terribly high, but it's something. So that'll work. Beautiful. And that's like basically a must in higher tier dungeons. Especially if you're blowing around at like Mach 10 speed. And you're hitting pylon, and shrine. You basically need it. Helps reduce the intermittence of a lot of those runs too. So now we just need a good belt. I am potentially thinking about, though, doing this character just with... I think I love this obnoxious Ashira's Custodian, the guard set, whatever it is. It's so good. Ashira's Vestments. It's such a good little set there. Not because it's like actually good, but it's good in the sense it makes me feel good. I think too, with the Unity Ring that I have equipped, which is a decent Unity Ring, but like the Unity Ring with the Unity Ring on my Templar and the Unity Ring on the Scoundrel and Enchantress, theoretically I actually have a huge significant drop in, I don't want to say DPS, but in damage taken. So what else is I scanning for? I was just thinking I was here to do something, but I completely freaking forgot what it was. And I have no idea. Or whatever, I just completely blanked out on that. So Spirit Generation's still alright. It's a bit sketchy. But it's not at worst. Just being fleet-footed might help out. 4 spirit every second while a mantra is learned. I have 4 mantras at the moment. So theoretically I could get an extra, what, 16? Which one do you give me? So I could get rid of you. So actually, let me take a look. Does it tell me how much passive spirit I'm getting a second? Resources... Spirit regeneration per second, 7.7. So if I throw on chance of that, what does that give me now? Okay, no. I mean, I have 4 mantras right now. And are you saying that didn't increase it by anything? Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, this alone here should be giving me 12. I'm actually curious if this is even correct. So spirit regeneration... So what if I just get rid of it entirely? Because it's saying it's right now it's the equivalent to Exalted Soul. So what if I just throw in... Say 6 cents, something completely unrelated. Would it still give me the same stat? Okay, no, it gives me a way lower one. It's weird, it doesn't make sense. How is that one only for a second? But I have 4 mantras learned, and this only gives me 4. I guess it just caps out at 4. Damn, okay. Okay. I guess it just caps out at 4 and doesn't go beyond that. I guess they were thinking about that set and they're like, yeah, we should probably cap that down, because getting it 12 a second basically means you don't have to do shit. Which I totally get. Okay. So it's not the worst. And so the only holy damage I have now is that one. So the extra 18% holy damage on the Sky Cutter is useless. Unless I change that back to the Northern Breeze. But really that's only really good for Templar. Because you can just spam the shit out of that. Alright. I think we're good for Diablo a hot second. I think I'm going to do some cross out here. And not do cross out per se, but at least just see what's going on here. I haven't checked in on it. Better not disappoint. I mean, I like the Mastodon's effects, but the fact it's a relic is beyond me. Why the fuck is that thing a relic? Mastodon and the Tesla shit should not be a relic. They're completely useless in that sense. I mean, because they know it's like, why would they spend? Like, that's what like blows me away. I understand like releasing a relic increases your income per se, but at the same time, your adoption rate for such a weapon is going to be so low that it's going to seem to the majority of the community completely useless and may even increase resentment. But then also at the exact same time, it causes a balancing issue. Because relics themselves are supposed to be better than their legendary counterparts. Like, just purely by themselves, they're supposed to be better than their legendary counterparts. And the way to offset this is by giving them no legendary counterparts, so that they, like, theoretically, that you can make them good in their own right, while not making legendaries pointless. There we go. Raven's Path. Oh yeah, that shit's still going on. Okay, okay. Which one we got here? Oh yeah, the Median, the Argus. That's pretty much it. How's a Toadfish fared? Toadfish has gone up 100 coins since last I've seen, but still, no one wants to buy that shit. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about buying these for 1,300 and then waiting for the event to come around and then sell it for a profit, but considering that these things don't really go up in price nor are sold very often, I doubt that's going to be the case. Yeah, no one's going to care about those. I actually want to see, how are my aspects doing here? Ooh! Ooh! These things are nearly fucking 2 grand! Boy, that's amazing. That's amazing. I bought these bad boys for only 1,400 to 1,450 a piece. So I'll average them about like 1,450. So let's see. Right now, I could sell. Let's do a bit of calculation here. So if I paid 1,450 for 8 of them, so it's around $11,000. 1,160. So then, okay. If I sell them then for this 2,000, times that by 0.9 to account for taxes, then times that by the 8 I have, I make 14,000. So then the 1,160 minus the, or no. So the 14,400 minus the 11,600. Oh wait, no, for whatever reason it kept double. So then 1440 minus the 11600. I made 2,800 coins. That's pretty solid. On a single investment alone, I have made enough coins to buy a complete legendary and then still have like 700, 800 coins left over. God, what's the equivalent to that in terms of coins? Like, what's a monetary value to that? So 2,800. They see these things are half off right now. It's only going on for another 2 days. So this is like between. Okay, let's do the most generous pack here. Calculator. Okay, so 2,800 coins. Or nope, get that fucking out of here. So then let's do the 75 divided by 100. So it's 75 coins per dollar. So then if we do the 280 divided by 75, Wow. So I made basically the equivalent to $38. $38 worth of coins. That's pretty good. For a single investment in which I didn't do shit. I literally just picked them up when they were low and dropped them off when they're high. And I'm making bank. I fucking love that. Just imagine if I was like a Clan Wars person that had like a 200,000 coin, 600,000 coin inventory value because I'm just stocking uranium. God, I could have manipulated the market like crazy with these things. I could have bought like 30 of them when they were like the 14. I mean, these things even dipped as low as 1,200 coins at some point. So if you had money in which you weren't concerned about the price of aspects, I would have just fucking snatched those things. If I had like 30, 40,000 extra coins, I would have snatched a fucking 100 of these things and made 20,000 coins profit. Buy a freaking scorpion or something stupid. No, I wouldn't even do that. I would just fuse my caucuses and get the big boys. Ah, that is so good. So good. Flipping all the time, not necessarily the best thing, but when it happens, it's nice. I said the only other legendary right now that I'm thinking would be of similar price. You know, I'm thinking actually, wait. The legendary cabins. Okay, yeah, no, scratch that. Legendary cabins are not going to be flippable. But weapons. Let me see. What do you got here? Ooh, the tsunami. Yikes, bruh. Wow. And it's close to dipping down below 1,400. And the straight up sell-off price for this thing is 1,480. Wow. I think this thing used to be the king of the fucking hill. What, do they just like nuke your passive or something? You have to sit still for 12 seconds to make this thing even worthwhile. But I guess when you do that, 60% extra damage. This is why fusions with tsunamis are insanely good. Because cars that are fused with this and sitting inside the cabin of another are not considered moving. So things like this, that's amazing. They basically just get a shiitake ton of damage for free then. Hey, look at that, the pulsar too. Oof, that took a... Oh my god, do you see that? 8 buy orders. No one frickin' wants these things. That's amazing. Wow, that thing used to be incredibly good. Same thing with the Annihilator too, and the Mandrake. Wow. The Mandrake still retained its price, though. Whew. Oof. That's impressive. Wow, you could even flip a Harvester right now if you wanted to. 160 coins. Yeah, you can make about 100 coin profit. About 80 to 90 coin profit each time you sold a Harvester. Don't know who's buying them. I mean, to be fair, right now, legendaries have kind of fallen out of favor in Clan Wars and in PvP. Because in PvP, they're valued too much. So if you have like 1 or 2 legendaries on your car, you're instantly playing with 16k meta builds that are unfun to play against. Or your PvE experience is going to get ridiculously hard. Unless you're using a Retcher. A Retcher, in that case, you're fine. I just love it, though. Let's look at an Annihilator drone. Ironically enough, itself got annihilated by balancing patches. To be fair, though, like, that was going to happen. Having a epic tier drone, it's just going to bring the wrath of the community on you. It's going to be... It's just not going to be the best situation here. Let me see if I can turn down that gain there a bit. Because that thing is peaking. Peaking. Testing. Oh, goodness me. Alright, I'll just turn the gain down all the way low. Hopefully that'll help. That means you guys won't be able to hear the background fan as much. This thing's gonna short out at one point and decapitate me. On stream, live stream fails. Streamer literally fucking dies. I could see that big headline. LSF is definitely not the most modal bunch of them. I have A1 on any more PC that runs cross out. Fucking oof, dude. Oof. I think they have... Don't actually... Wait, yes! I was trying to actually wonder. Don't they have cross out on the phone? I swear I remember... Because whenever YouTube recommends me shenanigans, they always recommend me to get cross out mobile. Let me take a look here. Oh goddamn. There's a crossout game walkthrough. Is crossout mobile even a game here? Because I don't even see it on the Google Play Store. Yeah, no, I don't see anything here. We have PS5 full streaming right now. I don't like the new PS. I mean, what, isn't that one looks like a Wi-Fi router? Are they actually streaming right now? I didn't realize that. Let me take a gander. Let's go to browse and let's see if it actually... Special events, 1.7 million. Okay. They actually are. Would you look at that? This is Destiny? Looks like Destiny. And it kind of has that Unreal Engine vibe to it, too. Oh no, big card are gonna go boom! It's a very interesting route they're going with here. Is this like a futuristic Marvel movie? With a... Definitely some high fantasy vibes here. You know, ironically enough, this is actually giving me some... Do PlayStation streams have copyright? Probably. But I doubt they're going to do shit. It's only going to be my YouTube re-upload that's going to be like, ooh, bad boy. In fact, let me just put it in this tiny window here so it's a little bit harder for them to capture. Here. So... Maybe that might be harder to detect then. It's usually music that's auto-detected though. Visual content's a bit harder to do. I don't want to talk shit about this because I haven't played games like this before. But, this is like a mixture of Devil May Cry and Arkham Knight. That's literally all it feels like. And Spider-Man just collapses a whole bridge. Cool. So over the course of his actions, he has managed to cost the city hundreds of millions of dollars. Oh, look at that. Definitely very cinematic, though. Get out of there, big boy. Use your spider web on them. Repair the bridge instantaneously. You need help in Lego City. Oh, he fucking did it too. I was like, oh, you're just gonna use the spider webs to repair it, and you know what? He did exactly that. It's kind of weird how his webs are like the strength of steel, and yet like when it becomes useful to the story plot, it basically just becomes instantaneously not useful. Keep moving there, big boys. Is anyone else feeling a strong out of on that? Like, that ain't Eat Chief. That just looks a bit too common. Like if video games have rarity, that would be a common. But alright, let's see what else you got here, PlayStation. Impress me. Is this like another cinematic for its design? Like, ooh, we made a fancier box. Nope. Alright. Alright. Well, Warner Brothers. I don't know if fuck cares. I don't care about these companies. What we got here?
Magic, both beautiful and powerful, binds together our long history.
This is a Harry Potter game.
One bond we share is the legacy of Hogwarts.
Oh, it's a fucking Harry Potter game. I was like, that looks very Harry Potter-esque.
Add your own story to these hallowed halls.
Brr.
The future of the wizarding world. Every corridor, every portrait, every stone in this castle tells the story. Witches and wizards who came before. Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the classrooms of the world's most talented professors. And while your journey begins at Hogwarts, brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells,
Okay.
future worlds beyond the
Oh wow, I love how that like little in-game cinematic there was like 10 FPS.
you can't yet imagine. An ancient knowledge long gone from this world.
So you see a lot of in-game cinematics here.
That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the key to
Oh god, what is with these low FPS animations they keep showing us?
your potential.
And a lot of in-game cinematics too.
But what form will it take?
God, I feel like I've seen that mask before from a Marvel supervillain.
The journey ahead will reveal what you stand for. The choice
God, that even that music, that orchestral music sounds like, dang. I mean, it does have that vibe to it.
of Hogwarts.
It also has the exact same vibe of those Adventures music too. I think we combine the two. I mean, it looks alright. I mean, the main issue is what's the gameplay gonna be? Because if it's gonna be made for a console, are they gonna do it with like complex spell casting where like you have to do a bunch of button mashing to get certain keys? Or is it going to be like, here I'm going to be doing just like whip, 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 whip back and forth until the enemies lose their health bar and fall over? Because I have a sneaky suspicion that's what it's going to be.
Creative director at Raven. One of our goals as developers is to
One
bring
of our
the game
goals
to life
as
unlike
developers.
anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall experience. From what you see in the world, to how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black
Oh, is this
Ops
her?
Cold War, you
Oh,
can
it's fucking
transport
Call of
yourself
Duty. Who gives a
anywhere
shit?
in the middle of one of the most dangerous
I just want to
places the world
see
has ever known.
those like parody skits in Zombies where like they have JFK and Richard Nixon, and Richard Nixon's like a fucking goblin. Like, that's like the best thing about zombies. Everything else I don't give a shit.
Nothing is as it seems. Take a look.
Unless you're showing gameplay, I don't really care. It's just gonna be another cinematic. Ooh. We'll have to see. Stories are alright. They always have really interesting stories. But like everything else about Call of Duty, I really didn't care about. Their PvE or PvP didn't care for. Zombies, it's alright.
Airfield's just up ahead. Let's go find this shithead.
Priority is to ID a rush. Things go hot.
You know, I can already see like 1,700 videos of people, of like ex-military people critiquing this and be like, oh, you see that he keeps swiping left to right and getting his crosshairs over his ally. You wouldn't want to use a laser light in this situation because that could give your position away. Alright, thanks, and subscribe and follow, guys. And this gets like 7 million views. I'm already like calculating that shit in my head.
Incoming truck, left side.
Wasn't that dude in the red bandana? Wasn't he in like the previous Call of Duty games and the Black Ops games?
I can't make out his face yet.
I want them to do like what an actual player would do. Like during this cutscene, the player would just go out there and just start shooting everybody.
Truck. That's gotta be a rush.
Hold fire. We need a positive ID. That's our man. Take him out.
Taking a long time there. Oh. How the fuck do you miss that? And just gonna be out in the firefight like that? Well, they must be obscenely shitty with these bullets. Strangely enough, this is giving me some Fast and Furious vibes right now. Definitely some Fast and Furious vibes. Oh, fucking why? But alright. I get a little toy car. No, you should really be braking, my dudes, and really getting the fuck out of there. Why would you still be fully accelerating? How is that dude still on there? That centripetal force right there alone would fucking throw you off.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm like critiquing this thing so hard. But it wouldn't be Call of Duty with some bombastic cutscenes that really stretch the imagination.
We hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign for Black Ops Cold War. There are many
However,
more
I
twists and
swear I've
turns along
seen
the
that
way as we
exact
begin to
same
unravel the
airplane
truth, and we
scene
can't wait for you to play
like
it soon.
7
In addition to the
times.
story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat. and
Multiplayer
all-new
online
awesome
combat,
zombies experience.
guys.
Today,
Like
I have the special
buzzword
honor to
soup.
announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community
Give it a
doesn't
meh.
have to wait to play multiplayer.
Look at that, everyone's saying
Starting
lame.
This Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for
It's hard to
those of
say
you that
because
are
Twitch
watching
chat
at home
always
on your
seems
PS4,
way more
you can
harsh
preload
than
the
everything
experience
else.
Starting tomorrow. We can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend.
Wow, Alpha. I can't wait to pay $60 for a third of a game. Can't wait for that. I'm not even sure why I'm wasting my fucking time with this. I got work to do. And now I'm just gonna get copyrighted like crazy after this. So I'm gonna give that a solid eh out of eh. Well, what do you got to offer me here? I don't even know what the fuck this is. All clear. Is this Metro Exodus or some shit? Dun dun dun. And the Russian wilderness, but there appears to be some big ass castle in the background.
In life and in death, we give glory. The bell tolls for us all.
Did this just suddenly turn into like a medieval game? What? It's modern clothing, but it has some distinctly old Scandinavian vibes. Another horror game of some sort?
Quit being so paranoid.
Huh. Hey, what's up to Jerry? How you doing? What's up?
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries for her father, who was hard.
Okay, then now we have Tim Burton.
The
All of a sudden.
bush greeted them with a dark, cold silence. The bush is empty.
What is it? Walking animation?
Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of mother's grasp and vanished into the trees. Mother's worried cries faded fast as the girl ran on, over vine, under branch,
Dun dun dun.
to the forest deep.
And what, like one of the trees comes out and fucking eats her? How do you break into the current Xbox cross-out economy? Fuck, man. It's hard to say. If you don't want to buy into it, first you gotta grind out a shit ton of scrap. You want to get a 5K vehicle as soon as possible, start doing hard raids, and then you want to start getting those weekly badges. Those weekly badges will be absolutely prime on how to get you to the max money. Oh, Resident Evil 8!
If it's just the window shop away.
I imagine that was supposed to be a reference, but I don't know what it is, so that means nothing to me. Looked alright. It kind of looked like their last one. So we got 7 D's themed looking things here. But yeah, those weekly badges, because when you can turn those in for Pathfinder crates, and those things are going to be worth a lot of money. It's still going to take you a lot of time to do it, but in the end, it'll still make you a crap ton of money. And you can usually complete the weeklies with just the free gasoline you get.
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around.
What do you do in the stream when no one is watching? I just do whatever. When I have people watching, I do the same thing. I mean, rarely am I ever going to change my content just because of who's watching. My content is decided by me. Although, to be fair, I might do like more community-oriented things if I had more people in here, but I'm not playing Crossout, so people are like, I don't fucking care what he's doing. Oh, God.
I've tried taking my targets out one by one more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives, because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor's a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to
So this is basically supposed to be like Dishonored? Like a 70s themed Dishonored, except you're just sitting here doing assassination contracts?
And here's why Igor blew it off. He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
Huh. I suppose, but rugby or football, in my opinion, rugby. I don't know. I don't watch either one of them. I know I'm going to sound blasphemous as an American, but sports, man, oof. Although it does sound like rugby does get a bit more angry in there, so potentially, maybe that.
No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
Hey, Wolf! It's time to hunt pig! Wolf! I'm talking about you, baby! Come out and play!
Huh. I mean, the thing is, it has a very similar aesthetic and like play style to like a Wolfenstein or Dishonored clone. And the plot's not very convincing at all. Is it just like trying to go for like that hyper violent aspect to them?
Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. The clock's ticking.
And you just ran out of time. You keep forgetting, Colt. I'm not like those other idiots. Only got one name.
So is this like a PvP oriented game? Oh yeah, I remember seeing advertisements for this a while ago, and people were just like, "Look at that! There's almost Z's in the chat and Resident Sleepers. Love it." I forget we play a lot of rugby, but not as much people play football. Rugby fans here are nicer than football fans. I mean, it's hard to say football over there has a level of fanaticism there that's just ridiculous. Like the amount of drama that goes into each individual game, like the cultural rivalries, the brawling. Fucking weird. All hard to say, a lot of people get like that when it comes to American football, and a lot of people just like getting pissed drunk there and start brawling each other running out into the field. Hard to see. But what game do we got here? A very edgy looking game. Oh, is it fucking Devil May Cry? It is! Oh, it's just a remastered? Alright, well, no one's gonna care about this. Oh, hard to say. A lot of people like anime-inspired things for whatever reason. Basically, it looks like that Spider-Man game. He kind of does, honestly. With all the airtime and moves done in space and all the spells and shit he does. This Miles Morales game, the Devil May Cry game, not too far off. Not too far off. I guess just thematically different. Do you play War Thunder? I do play a little bit of it. I haven't played it in a hot second. Always like going around in my bomber vehicles and just carpet bombing everything, and or even going down with brawling and just start letting my auto gunners take everything. Oh, it's so awesome. Again, like that flying fortress type thing. Alright, I think we're good on this PS5 thing because all the games right now have been pretty fucking snoozing. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Plus, I need to go and actually do stuff at some point in time. So, I will need to take care of that at some point. So, yeah, we'll have to leave it there. We'll have to leave it here. So, I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. Sorry if you just caught us at the very end of our stream here, but I do have to go. And maybe we'll play War Thunder. Maybe we'll play Crossout later. Who knows? Who knows? Which tanks countries did you play? Mostly play the British, because I like that B-17 bomber. I just love that thing. Thing's badass. Although I did play a few American ones. Haven't done too much with the other countries because they didn't really have too many exciting bombers for me, but I don't know, maybe it might change. Maybe it might change, but I think we'll call it good here. So if you had fun, follow whatever platform is your favorite. We're on YouTube and Twitch. Both have their various unique perks to themselves, and Twitch or YouTube does have a permanent archive of the stream for you to watch at your leisure at any point in time, assuming it doesn't get copyright struck from that fucking PlayStation 5 reveal bullshit. Oh, the B-17's American? I always thought that was British. What was the British bomber I was playing then? I guess I was just doing American bombers. I guess mostly America then. I know I just played those 2 countries. I can't remember specifically. It's been a hot second. I haven't played the War Thunder in a hot second, but other than that, there's Twitter and Discord down below if you want to join this community and get notified whenever I go live. But other than that, my dudes, I think we will call it good here. So take care. Take care.